These are 7 times that you should leave someone alone. When you see any of these things that I'm about to list, leave those folks alone. They don't want to be there. They are just there to get what they can. Okay? So these are 7 times to leave someone alone. Before I get into it, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and subscribe now. I bet you won't be disappointed. And also don't forget to become a member to help support this channel, all right? So let me get into it. Number 1, sometimes you dating someone, you sleeping with someone, you messing with someone, you in a relationship with someone. And as you get to know this person, everything is going good. Everything is going beautiful. What they are doing, what they are saying, but something just don't feel right. There's one thing in your spirit that feels off. There's one thing that doesn't sit right with you, and you cannot put your finger on it. You don't know what it is. And so since you don't know what it is, you begin to try to figure it out. Let me tell you, number 1, don't try to figure it out. There is something there that your spirit is aware of that you're physically not. Okay? Don't try to figure it out. Instead, what you must do is trust it. This is when you know that person ain't yours. And I'm not talking about the ones who are experiencing trauma and living all this fear and all these situations of their mind is taking advantage of them because the nervous system is messed up. I'm talking about you perfectly fine people. When there is something in your spirit that you don't know what it is, that's telling you no to leave that person alone, it is time to stop. We have to learn to trust what we are picking up. We gotta learn how to trust our intuition and our discernment, because every time we actually do and go against it, we end up suffering, we end up struggling, we end up hurting. So we might as well learn there's something there. There's something there that you don't know. Trust it. Because a lot of us experienced this before. The person was nice, they were kind, they was doing all the right things, but something just felt wrong. Trust it. Number 2, you're talking to someone, you're dating someone, and you just found this out. You just found out that they just left a marriage, a long-term marriage, or a long-term relationship, or just got separated, or they said that they're not ready for a relationship. Listen, this right here, it is your sign to leave them alone. Listen, leave them alone. And here's the next step. Don't think that you want to be friends with them, especially if you are attracted to them. Don't, because a lot of times you override that. Your own feelings and your own desires override your friendship. You have to stop, because that attraction that you be having for people, it don't work. When you hear somebody say they're just leaving a relationship, they're just being separated, leave them alone. Wish them well on their journey, because it doesn't end well for you all. It never ends well. Now, there's a couple times, of course, there's always an exception, but the chances are it doesn't end well for you, because the person don't have the emotional, they don't have the emotional capacity. They're not emotionally available. And so you have to learn, stop it. Leave them alone. Do not pass go. Number 3, you leave them alone if you are the only one who initiates all conversation, initiates all meetups, initiates all hangouts, initiates all the dates, initiates all the conversation. Pretty much, if you ain't doing it, there will be no meetups, there will be no hangout, there will be no dates. That's the people that you have to leave alone. Leave them alone. They're not interested. They don't really care for you. They don't really want you. They're not taking listen, they know that you are there. They know that you are available, but they're not trying. What does that mean? It means they don't care. Leave them alone. Now, some people will still do what you ask and hang out with you because you asking them, and you keep bugging them and you keep calling them so they answer. And they do it just because they are being nice and polite. But deep down inside, if they wanted you, they will come to you too. They will meet you halfway. They will try. They will put effort in. When a person ain't trying to meet up with you, it means that they're not interested. So when you see that you are the only one doing all these things, leave them alone. Stop it. You hear me? Stop. Number 4, you're dating somebody and a person always going missing. always going missing. You just dating them, you meeting them. I don't care if you married to them. I don't care if you are with them in a relationship. If a person just keep going missing every so often, and you don't know where they're going, you don't know what they are doing, leave them alone. Because they're going to worry you to death. You're never going to trust them. You're going to have this weird relationship. You're going to always have things in the back of your mind. You're going to always be in some anxiety moments. Leave them alone. A person who always go missing, they don't answer their phones, they don't answer your texts, and they just leave it alone. Leave the person alone. Some of us have that person right now. You dating somebody, you with somebody, that person be going for, you don't know what they're bringing back to you. You don't know what the hell they're bringing back to you. You don't know what they're bringing for you. You don't know where they're coming from. Your pH balance is all. Listen, leave them people alone. All them demons, they're coming back with them. Leave them alone. They ain't for you. As a matter of fact, when you first start seeing that, be honest with yourself and leave them jokers alone. Number 5, leave that person alone that every time you have a conversation, every time you speak about you, every time you try to tell somebody about your feelings and your thoughts, they make it about them. Leave that person alone. That person is self-absorbed. That person only speaks about themselves. That person don't want to hear how you're doing for real. The only time they ask you how you're doing is when they start in a conversation, but they don't want to know how you're doing for real. You leave that person alone. You can start your own story and they turn it around and make it about them and telling you about theirs. And you're like, I called you to tell me you about my day. How did we end up talking about your day and about you and about your situation? I can't even voice my conversation with you because it ends up being about you. There are some people who suck at conversations, who suck when it comes to conversing with people because everything is about them. You can't have no moments, good or bad. You can't have no more. And so you realize that person is not available. That's what it means. They're not available for you, not even for themselves. So when you meet those people, when you start to date somebody and you realize every time you communicate with them, it turns to be all about them. You tell them something that happened to you, it's about them. You tell them something about something, they feel hurt. Leave those people alone. Leave them alone. Stop right now. Stop. Number 6. Listen, this one is a complex one. You see that person when you start dating them, they're already asking for loans. They want money. They always want to go to the expensive places. I always want to go and they're not paying for it either. They just expect you to have it. Leave them alone. They will run you and your account down. They will drain you. They don't care. As a matter of fact, I know some women just like this. They don't care about where the money has come from. They expect you to have it. And so they can live their lavish lifestyle and they can't afford it themselves. But since you are in the picture, leave those folks alone. You know, those men who come to you asking you for loans, you know, when they're first dating you, a man who asks you for money, especially in the first couple months, and leave them alone. That man don't want you. A man who asks you for money don't want you. He's not trying to impress you. He's a price. He knows that you can't have better. He asks you for money. What man in their right mind is going to want to marry you and want to take you seriously asking you for money? They know that you won't take them seriously. They know that you won't respect them. So therefore, you know he's not there for the right reasons. I'm telling you, those people who just want to spend all your money, who just don't have a concern about where their money goes, where your money goes, leave them alone. Leave them alone. It ain't worth it. And lastly, but not leastly, last but not least, is this right here. Leave this person alone who is extremely secretive. Listen, let them talk to God in prayer. If they are so secretive about everything, let them talk to God in prayer and stay out of it. Leave them alone. Don't go in the mix. Let them secrets be between them and God. But leave them alone. Since it's between them and God, you don't know where they live. You don't know what happens. You don't know what goes on with them. You don't know who their family is. You don't know what happens in their own life. Leave them alone. They're gonna stress you to death. They're not mysterious. They are secretive, and those secretive people, they play both sides. They play multiple sides at the same time. They spy. They're spies. They have different families. They have different life. And sometimes they don't remember which life they are in. Maybe they thought that they was with someone else and they forget what they told you, and then leave secretive people alone. A little mystery is beautiful, attractive. But that secret stuff, it's time to leave people alone. Listen, I'm telling you all, man. Now, listen, some people naturally might be quiet. It's different between quiet and being secretive. It's a big difference. Some people just don't talk a lot. It doesn't mean that they're hiding things. But you have to know the difference. But I think one of the biggest things that I think that you should leave people alone is when in your spirit you just feel this feeling. You just have this knowing. There is something that's just don't let you feel comfortable with this person. Something just feels off. And not, you want this person, you like this person, they're doing everything that you like, but something is off. Something is telling you no. My mind's telling me yes or no, but my body. Listen to your mind. Listen to your body. Listen to that spirit. That will save your life. That saves many people's life. It's real. So listen, let me know what your questions are. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you agree or disagree with. Let me know if you have any more reasons to leave people alone, all right? Leave them in the comments. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe now. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.